Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm Miriam Dow, mom of 4, wife, real estate investor, and entrepreneur. So in today's video, I'm going to discuss pros and cons of Section 8 tenants. Let's get into it. My house, as you guys know, I posted my house up for rent. And I started getting Section 8 tenants, interested in the properties. There's 2 ways to become a Section 8 landlord. They have to, the inspectors from Section 8, after you register or something like that, they come, they inspect the house, and now they put your property up on their websites and stuff like that. Or a tenant that has a Section 8 voucher could come and they like your house, and then they submit your house with their voucher to their caseworker, and the caseworker gets in contact with me. So we're just gonna go ahead and discuss the pros and the cons right now. Sometimes Section 8 tenants can get a bad rep, but first let's go with the cons. So some landlords don't like that there's yearly inspections. They do an inspection right when a tenant is entering the home, and then there's an inspection every year. But I feel like if you're doing things the right way, that shouldn't really be a bad thing. But sometimes if you're tight on money and you want to do something in a few months or something, in order for you to stay a Section 8 landlord, you have to get those things done. They just want to make sure that your property is compliant with their standards to rent out this property. There's rental caps. The HUD, they actually determine the maximum that you could actually rent out your property for, and it goes by bedrooms. They're one of the highs. So I know for a 3-bedroom, you can actually get, I think $1,905 is the amount. For a 2-bedroom, I think it's $1,500. I don't know about the rest, but whereas other counties and other locations were given I think $1,200 or $1,500 for a 3-bedroom. Trent actually gives $1,905. So people who are applying for my property that have Section 8 vouchers, and for Trenton, and they're approved for a 3-bedroom, they have a voucher amount of $1,905. Now some people, they want that voucher to include the utilities and stuff like that, so that means you will have to bring your rent down a little bit lower. They tell you how much is the maximum, so it's not like when you just post it to the regular public, you charge whatever you want. That's not the case. So some may see that as a con. They say that there's a delay in the first month's rent. So for instance, usually if someone is moving in your house, they're paying the deposit in the first month before they move in. Before you hand off the keys, they need to get a check. But with Section 8, sometimes there's a delay. But once they send out that initial payment, then you should have no issues. So this is the main thing that I've been hearing. People who participate in Section 8 are low-income families. So they say sometimes the tenants could be just challenging individuals in all. Maybe they're not that clean. Maybe, there's a lot of chaos going on. Maybe they don't take good care of your property. So those could be the cons. But I feel like we might live in the hood. That doesn't make us bad people. I feel like we shouldn't look at all Section 8 tenants the same. Just because you are a low-income family doesn't mean that you're a bad person and you're going to treat my property bad. So some might see that as a con. But I'm going to tell you one thing though. A lot of landlords that I talk to may not be interested in Section 8. But a lot of landlords went out of business last year. 2020 put a lot of landlords out of business. When I tell you, because if your tenant, I'm talking about the regular tenants, if your tenant lost their job because of COVID-19 and they were unable to pay you, you were unable to pay the mortgage on your home, right? So a lot of landlords went out of business last year or had their homes foreclosed on. But you want to know who didn't go out of business? Someone want to guess? Yes, girl, yes. Them Section 8 landlords, they didn't miss a check. So while the other landlords are unable to pay their mortgage, them Section 8 landlords, they didn't miss a beat, honey. They was at home sipping tea. Not a worry in the world, because Section 8 still paid on time, and they pay on time every month. So that's a pro. That's a big pro in my eyes. At the end of the day, I want to get paid. I want to get paid. When a tenant moves out of your property, whether it's Section 8 tenant, non-Section 8 tenant, there's still some money that you got to come up with. You got to probably repaint the walls, maybe refinish the floors, maybe repaint the cabinets. You have to come up with money regardless. So at the end of the day, the fact that I'm getting paid on time, guaranteed every month, as long as this tenant is still a Section 8, they abide by the rules and they're still a Section 8 voucher holder, that's more than a check for me. That's That's amazing. That's a pro. Let's go into the pros, right? The tenants that are coming, they are already partially pre-screened. So we have to screen our tenants. We do background checks, but they actually already have to go through a background check and be pre-screened with Section 8. They can't have I think they can't have any criminal records, anything crazy. They won't be accepted into the program. So that's a pro. They're already pre-screened. It's a lower vacancy rate. It looks like the supply outweighs the demand, right? I don't know if I said it right, but you understand what I'm trying to say, okay? Right? If a Section 8 tenant moves out of your house and you're a Section 8 landlord, most likely your property is gonna get filled very quickly. And they tend to just stay longer as long as they abide by the rules and they don't make too much money to be kicked out of the program. So I feel like that's a good thing. That's what us landlords want. We don't want someone moving out every year. We want someone who's gonna stay, pay on time. That's 2 checks in my book, and to be honest, that's all I care about at this point. And it's free advertising. The HUD actually advertises your property on their website. So all Section 8 vouchers in your area, they could just go ahead and put up the city and they'll see your property. So that's free advertising. You get like emails from Section 8 voucher holders. They can contact you directly. I've actually had a few contact me directly. So yeah, free advertising on a bigger platform. So there goes some of the pros and cons of Section 8. To be honest, at first, I didn't know too much about it, so I had to educate myself. My real estate agent, she actually has some real estate properties, and one of them in the past, she housed a Section 8 voucher, and she said it was really good money. So why are we into this business? We're not in this business to make friends, honey. No, we're in this business to make money. So I'm actually pro Section 8 tenants, and I have both non-Section 8 and Section 8 tenants applying for my property. So you guys are gonna get a video about that once it's filled. We're getting very close, so I'll just tell you that. But yeah, tell me what you guys think about, Section 8 tenants. Are you pro or are you against? And tell me why. At the end of the day, that story I told you about COVID-19, we don't know when this pandemic is going away. Companies are firing people like crazy. I think the unemployment rate is actually going down, but the fact that I have a Section 8 tenant and the government is paying on time every month, that's more than I need. Like, for real. Just make sure you screen your tenants. Make sure you do your due diligence. Don't ask for, previous landlord referrals and don't call them. Call them. Talk to these other landlords. See what they're saying. Don't just call the last one, because the last one, or the house that the tenant is currently in, that landlord might just want to have that tenant out. It could be a bad tenant and they just want to get them out, right? So they're probably going to tell you what you want to hear. Call a few of the previous ones. They don't have any incentive in trying to give you just good information, because that person no longer lives there, and see what they say. Let's screen these tenants. Let's normalize actually screening these tenants. Don't just ask them for previous landlord, previous employment, all this information, and don't ask. We need to do the work, okay? So yes, I'm pro Section 8 tenants. Tell me what you think. Put it in the comment section down below, and give me some video ideas. Like, I'm bringing you ideas that I think is beneficial to you on your journey on real estate, and I hope you guys like it. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and post your bell notifications on so you can be updated about every time I post. You guys are super supportive. The comments, you guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. But yeah, let's try to get your girl monetized, okay? That's the ultimate goal. We're trying to get monetized. Monetization, okay? So subscribe to my channel, because I think like 90% of the people who watch my videos are not subscribed. We need to fix that, okay? Something's not right. We need to fix it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.